Namo Buddhaya, meritorious children. Once again, you are joining with Mirror of Dhamma program to correct your mistakes and to lead a good life. Since we were born as human beings, we should always guard our sense faculties. We should always perform wholesome deeds. We should have the fear to do bad deeds. We should have the interest to cultivate wholesome thoughts, to cultivate wholesome verbal actions, and to perform bodily actions. Then only people will like us. Then we will be praised by others. We will be taken care by gods. And since other people will like us, and since we are living a peaceful life, that will be easy for us to live in harmony with a lot of people. So, since we all like to live happily, we should do things in a way that we can live happily. So, to do things in a way that we can live happily, we should learn from the Buddha. Buddha will guide us properly in this path of Dhamma. Once we are guided properly, then we would be able to live a peaceful life. So today we are going to continue learning the 32 marks of the Buddha and from the 17th mark. So before that, first of all, let's go for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha, observe 5 precepts, and then we are hoping to chant Karaniya Metta Sutta in Sinhala. But don't worry, we have prepared subtitles with English letters, how to pronounce the Sinhala verses, and then the English meaning will also be displayed for you all. So gradually you will learn to chant the Karaniya Metta Sutta in Sinhala, as well as you will know the meaning of the verses that you are chanting. So what do you think about it, children? Isn't it a great opportunity for you to learn Dhamma in many languages? Yes, you will learn Dhamma in Sinhala as well as in English. Then, if you can learn other languages as well, you can translate into other languages that you know. So, if any of you all know Spanish, you can write to us. If any of you all know French very well, if you all know German very well, if you are capable in translating this Dhamma to other languages that you know very well, you can write to us to the Mirror of Dhamma program, to the email address. So the email address will appear in the screen right now. So you can write to us if you can help to translate the Buddha's teachings into other languages. So now let's go for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha and start the program. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Saṅgaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi saṅgaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi saṅgaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now, to observe the 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths. In this Gautama Buddha's dispensation, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now, let's chant the Karanimetha Sutta. Say after me. නිවනට යන මග සිටින පතාගෙන ඇද නැති බව සිත තුල රඳවාගෙන සුවච සුමුදු ගුණ ඇති කරවාගෙන කල යුතුමය අතිමාන නසාගෙන සතුටුව ලද දෙයකින් සුවසේ හිඳ අඩුකොට වැඩ නිති සැහැල්ලුවෙන් නිඳ දමනය කළ ඉඳුරන්ද නුවණ මැද හිත මිතුරුව කුලයේ නොවැළෙන සඳ. We should be happy with what we have. We should have few duties. We should guard the sense faculties. We should control our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind. නුවණැතියන්ගෙන් දොස් නොලබන්නේ සුළු වරදක් හෝ නොමකරමින්නේ. We shouldn't do things that we could get accused by the wise people. We shouldn't do even a slight wrong. We shouldn't do wrong deeds, even they are considered as slight mistakes or slight wrongdoings. We shouldn't take any wrongdoing as a slight mistake. බිය නැති සැප ඇති දිවි පතමින්නේ සියලු සතුන් හට මෙත් පතුරන්නේ බියපත් තැතිගත් සතුන්ද වේවා බියසැක දුරු කළ රහතුන් වේවා ලොකු පොඩි දිග මහ සතුන්ද වේවා සමට සැපත ඇති සිත් ඇති වේවා. Towards all living beings, we should develop loving kindness. පෙනෙන නොපෙනෙනා සතුන්ද වේවා. දුරළඟ වසනා සතුන්ද වේවා. ඉපදුන ඉපදෙන සතුන්ද වේවා. සමට සැපත ඇති සිත් ඇති වේවා. Even the ones who are living near you and living far away, we should spread loving kindness towards those beings even. We should have boundless loving kindness towards them. We should wish for their happiness, expect them to live happily, peacefully, by overcoming lust, anger and delusion. කිසිවෙක් කිසිවෙකු නොමරවටාවා. කිසි තැනකදී ඉහළින් නොසිතාවා. නපුරු දරුණු බස් නොම පවසාවා. අනෙකෙකුගේ දුක කැමති නොවේවා. We should not expect others' sadness. We should not expect others to see suffering. We should always expect the happiness of others, and we should do actions that makes us happy and to make others comfortable by doing wholesome actions. We shouldn't cheat others, especially your parents' children, especially your teachers, your siblings. Don't harm them, don't hurt them. තම දිවි සම කොට පුතු සුරකින්නේ. එකම පුතෙකු ඇති මව් විලසින්නේ. මෙලෙසට ලොව සැම සතුන් දකින්නේ. අපමණ මෙත් සිතමය පතුරන්නේ. Just like a mother risks her own life to protect her one and only child, we should spread loving kindness. We should wish for the happiness of others in a boundless manner towards all living beings. Shall we try this? At least try to practice this sutta for 1 week. The benefits will be for a yawn, more than a yawn. Sometimes this sutta, if you practice the Karanimetta Sutta very well by being humble, obedient, and then by practicing these qualities, this merit might even end up by attaining Nibbana. This merit will help you to again to meet a Buddha, to learn the Buddha's teachings in a future birth. So this Karanimetta Sutta is a very meaningful sutta for us to practice in our day-to-day lives. සියලු ලොවට එක ලෙස සලකන්නේ. උඩ යට සරසට හැම විලසින්නේ. වෛර සතුරු බාධා නැතිවන්නේ. අපමණ මෙත් සිතමය පතුරන්නේ. Towards all living beings, we should treat equally. We should treat everyone equally. Try to practice this quality, children. Treating everyone equally. That means even towards your servants, your drivers at homes, then your teachers, then whoever, the ones who are not powerful than you, even the ones who are equal to you, we should treat equally. Because the problem is, for some people, we treat them extra and in a good way. But for some people, we don't treat them properly. More than treating them, we might even look them in a bad way, look at them in a bad way, and we might even accuse them, scold them, and then treat them in an evil way. We will not respect them as well. සිතගෙන ඇවිදින හෝ හිඳිනා විට නිදන වෙලාවට හෝ නොනිදන විට සිහි කළ යුතු මෙත් සිතමය හැම විට බඹ විහරණ ලෙස පවසයි එම විට මිසදිටුවක සිත නොම පැටලෙමිනේ සිල් ගුණ දම් රැක යන මග නිවනේ කම් සැපයට කිසි විට නොවැළෙමිනේ මව් කුස නිදනට යලි නොම පැමිණේ ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු මේ සත්‍යානුභාවයෙන් සැමට සෙත් වේවා. By this truth may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, in the past programs, we were learning the 32 marks of the Supreme Buddha. And we have learned up to 17 marks. So, today we will teach you another 5 or 6 marks of the Supreme Buddha. So, before we go for a Dhamma sermon, let's meditate for about 5 minutes and then we'll go to the Dhamma sermon. So now close your eyes, children. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Now even if I can't see you, gods can see you whether you are meditating or not. So don't cheat us. Don't cheat yourself. Your parents will know. Your mind will know. Close your eyes. Keep one palm on the other palm. Cross your legs. Keep your back straight. Now observe your body posture. See how your legs are. Posture of your legs. Posture of the hands. Then posture of the head. Now start from your head. See how your head is. Then your hands. Try to observe the posture of your hands. Then your legs. Then the whole body. Keep on focusing the body postures. Don't think any other thoughts. Keep your mind dedicated to watch the body postures. Now slowly open your eyes. Okay, now let's pay homage to the Buddha 3 times and learn the great marks of the Supreme Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Nama Buddhaya. Children, our Buddha, in his past lives, he fulfilled 10 perfections. So, he fulfilled his 10 perfections with great qualities by practicing generosity, virtue, then with compassion, with equanimity, with effort, with wisdom. So, for an example, the way the Bodhisattva, as a Bodhisattva before becoming a Buddha, the Bodhisattva practiced generosity just like turning a pot, just like turning a water pot upside down. When you turn a pot upside down, all the water will flow away, will be flown away. So, there was nothing in Bodhisattva's life that he kept for himself, thinking that this thing I could offer, but these things I couldn't offer. There was no such thing in Bodhisattva's life. Whatever he had the ability to give away to anyone. And one more thing, now the Bodhisattva practiced generosity because to cultivate happiness in his life and to gain merit by having one hope, that is to become a Buddha. But there are normal people, there are human beings, there are people, they practice generosity, they give things to others just because other people do not have things. It's not because other people are poor we practice generosity. We practice generosity because to gain merit for our life, whether other people have or not. We should practice generosity to gain merit for our life, to overcome greediness. So some people have this idea that we should give because other people do not have. That is wrong. But the Buddha practiced generosity for the sake of gaining merit. So we should have a strong thirst, a strong determination, a big need in our life to gain merit. Because we are not fulfilled with merit yet. If we were fulfilled with merit, we would have become arahants already. Why we have been coming in this long journey of being born and dead again and again? One thing we couldn't do. What's that? Fulfilling merit, fulfilling wholesome deeds. Remember, we meet Kalyana Mitras, we get the chance to meet good monks, good parents because of merit. So, we should keep on gaining merit again and again. Now, the 32 signs of the Supreme Buddha. The Buddha has a powerful body like the front of a lion's body, filled in gap between the shoulder blades and well-built trunk. The reason is, in his previous lives as a Bodhisattva, our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, liked the well-being, comfort and safety of many people. Now see, like the well-being, comfort and safety of many people. Now if you have small siblings, newborn babies at your homes, you can take care of them. You can provide safety for them. You can take care of them very well. And then the Buddha, he wished, how will these people gain faith, virtue, knowledge of Dhamma, wisdom and good qualities, wealth and paddy fields? How will they get health, beauty and happiness and much more? He desired their success in every aspect of life. Now see, do you remember in the past programs how other kids have done video presentations? Then they do all these special videos to gain how to make flower arrangements, then various things they share. Why? To propagate the Buddha's teachings with one hope, for others to develop in faith, virtue, knowledge of Dhamma, wisdom and good qualities. Then we can also help, when you grow old children, you can help others to develop in their wealth. You can help them to develop, to find a good job, to develop their business. So we should desire their success in every aspect of life. So because the Buddha did that karma continuously, how? Continuously, not just once a month. We should do good deeds continuously, very powerfully, and a lot. He was reborn in the divine worlds. Once he disappears and comes to a human world, if he gains this mark, that is a powerful body like the front of a lion's body, filled in gap between the shoulder blades and well-built trunk. See how amazing it is. Then, if he leads a lay life as a wheel-turning monarch, he will become a great religious king, having all treasures, lands, children, relatives and servants. If he becomes ordained, he will become the supreme Buddha, possessing all the qualities. Due to that karma of past, he had the sign of non-decline. He will not decline in qualities. Once he become a Buddha, he who stores nothing, he attained the supreme bliss of enlightenment, which will never decline. Now our problem is, children, we do good deeds, but after some time, after few weeks, when we don't listen to Dhamma programs, you forget all the good qualities and get back to your normal life. Why? Not understanding and not realizing the Supreme Buddha's teachings. So have a strong hope to realize the Buddha's teachings. So the 17th one is the body is like the Buddha's body is very powerful, like the front of a lion's body. And then that's the 17th. Then the 18th one is he had a well-proportioned body and also filled in gap between the shoulder blades and well-built trunk, like a banyan tree. So there are 3 signs. So Buddha received all these 3 signs by providing comfort and safety for many people, and he wished for the others' happiness. So then the 20th sign is he has taste buds which give the best taste. Buddha had a very special taste bud to taste the best taste. The taste buds grow from the tongue tip and spread evenly. In his previous lives as a Bodhisattva, our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, had the nature of not harming beings. He was of a non-violent nature, whether by hand, stone, rod or weapon. Because he did that karma continuously, very powerfully, and a lot, he was reborn among devas. Once he disappears and comes to a human life, he will gain this mark, that is taste buds, which give the best taste. So if you like to taste food very well, don't harm others, not even an ant. What we do is, when the food is not tasty, we blame and scold the parents. What you should do is, don't harm others. Now see, when the food is not tasty, you blame and you complain to your parents. Then you get angry. What will happen to your taste buds? What will happen to the quality of your taste buds? Will it develop or decrease? Whatever you have right now will get ruined, will get damaged. So don't dig your own graveyard by doing unwholesome deeds. Then it is mentioned that Buddha will have a good digestive system, which is neither too cold or too hot. That's a result of that mark. So as a layperson, will have a good digestive system, and also as a monk. If he becomes ordained, he will remove the delusion that covers the whole world and become the Supreme Buddha. So see, it's all the good deeds that we have done in the past lives will decide what kind of a life we are going to receive. So to become a Buddha, it's not easy. Buddha had to fulfill all these good karma to become a Buddha. That's why even at the last stage, if you think of the Supreme Buddha, you will have the chance to go to a divine world. Even by offering one flower to the Supreme Buddha, there were old people who went to divine worlds after their death. There were grandparents who were unable to learn Dhamma, who were unable to understand Dhamma. Just by worshipping the Buddha, they were born among devas. with thousands of fairies around them, thousands of devas around them. And then there was one child called Matakundali. He was almost, uh, he was about to die. He, with great difficulty, he was suffering from a enormous disease. He was suffering from a bad disease, a very painful disease. But yet, with that pain, amidst that pain, he was able to look at the Supreme Buddha and develop a pleasant mind towards the Supreme Buddha. He understood that Buddha was so kind, and that helped him to be born among Devas. So if we practice this Dhamma wholeheartedly, how much we could achieve in our lives. Then the 21st and 22nd sign, he has blue eyes, and then his eyes like that of a newborn calf. So in his previous lives as a Bodhisattva, our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, did not roll his eyes angrily and look at others. So there are some children who roll their eyes angrily. Some girls do that. So don't do that, rolling your eyes angrily and staring at your parents. So he didn't tilt his head angrily. Some they can tilt their head, the forehead. So he didn't tilt his head angrily and look away or secretly look at others with an angry mind. Some children secretly look at their parents with an angry mind, with an angry face. He looked straight and looked with pleasant eyes and straight mind. He looked at many people happily. The Buddha looked at people with compassion and with honest intentions. See how meaningful these words are? With honest intention, the Supreme Buddha looked at people. How can you find wonderful people like this in the world? Can we find people who have honest intentions? See the two great signs. He had deep blue eyes and he has eyes like that of a newborn calf. So, because he did this karma continuously, very powerfully a lot, he was reborn among Devas. Once he disappears and comes to a human world, if he gains this mark, that is deep blue eyes. And also, if he leads a lay life, if he becomes a wheel-turning monarch, he will have a pleasant appearance and will be liked by many people. And then if he becomes a Buddha, he will be liked by monks, nuns, disciples, gods, humans, titans, nagas and Gandharvas. So as a Buddha, a destroyer of sorrow, he will still loved by many. Now see, we still talk about the Buddha. Even after 2,600 years, we still talk about the Supreme Buddha. We still praise the Supreme Buddha. We still make offerings to the Supreme Buddha. Still we recollect the Buddha's qualities. Still we worship that great Buddha. Still we love that Buddha, and still we miss that Buddha. Every day we think of the Supreme Buddha. Why he was so loved by Devas and human beings? Because he has not angrily looked at others. And that merit is still, that good deeds the Blessed One has done, still those good deeds has been effective. Still human beings and Devas are worshipping the Supreme Buddha, respecting the Supreme Buddha. Children, see how good qualities can be powerful in life. Then the next quality, the 23rd mark, he has a head with a perfect forehead. The Buddha's forehead relic is enshrined at Mangala Mahastupa in Theravada. So today we will play a nice song, that is the Theravada, a song made for the Theravada Mahastupa, and during a wonderful meritorious event offering golden fence to the stupa, this video was made during that meritorious event, from that meritorious event. So after the program is over, if the Shraddha TV uncles can play that for y'all, you will see how the Theravada stupa looked like. And then the reason for the Buddha to have a perfect forehead In his past lives as a bodhisattva, our Supreme Buddha took the lead in meritorious activities done by people. He was chief in meritorious deeds. Like now, Kyle Putta has taken the initiation to manage all the programs. Sasan Putta, then Brian Putta, then Kiana daughter. So they take the initiative to become chief in doing wholesome deeds. So that will help them to have wonderful things in life. They are doing what a Buddha has done in past. So even the other children should come up now. I remember another child from Toronto. Then our Dinu Dahamputta. Then there's a new daughter, Devanga daughter. Then there was one more daughter who was 6 years old. I can't remember her name. She and her little brother, they have started making things for Colombo Dhamma Friends. So try to become chief doing wholesome deeds. Try to be a chief person when you do wholesome deeds. Try to be exemplary for others. So he was popular among people for maintaining virtue in the body, mind and words, in practicing generosity, in observing precepts, in taking good care of parents, in treating the monks and Brahmins, and engaging in many more meritorious activities. As a result, he was born in heaven as a Buddha. He had mastery over the Dhamma, was a talented teacher with many lay devotees and followers. So if he leads a lay life, he will become a great religious king, a pious king, a wheel-turning monarch, with people will follow him. Now, not all the people will listen to the king, but here when someone becomes a wheel-turning monarch, everyone will start protecting the 5 precepts in that country. So if he becomes ordained, if he ordains, he will remove the delusion that covers the world and become the Supreme Buddha. So see the benefit of doing wholesome deeds, children. So today we have completed up to 23 signs. So let's learn the other signs in upcoming program. And don't forget to cultivate these good qualities. Learn this sermon again and again. You can go to the Shraddha TV website, to the English web page, and then listen to these sermons again and again. Or else you can go to Colombo Dhamma Friends website, Colombo Dhamma Friends YouTube channel, and learn these sermons again and again. So there are many episodes. We have covered a lot of episodes so far. We have done a lot of episodes. So listen to those past sermons and then write to us, do summaries, do presentations for those sermons. You can promote those programs, tell about those programs to your friends and gain merit. So may you have the opportunity to become leaders in doing wholesome deeds, and to become leaders in wholesome activities, and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya, meritorious children. Today, in this session of sharing good deeds, you will watch wonderful videos. The first video is a son. His name is Ashen Kalugalla from Colombo. He is making pol roti. So you can see how he makes pol roti. He mixes all the ingredients. He put all the ingredients in one bowl and mix it. And he makes pol roti and offer to the Supreme Buddha. So let's watch Ashen Putta's video first of all, and then start this sharing of good deeds. So let's watch Ashen Putta's video now, how he makes pol roti.
Namo Buddhaya, my dear Dhamma friends. I'm going to make pol roti for Buddha Puja. We need 2 cups of flour, half a cup of coconut, 1 egg, some salt, butter and water. First, we mix all of these. Now we made the roti duff and we put it here. So then we roll it, then we put it here. Then we flatten it. Then we put it to the pan.
Now, the next video is about Ruwanvali Mahastupa, Swarnamali Mahastupa. Dinu Dahampota has made a beautiful video about the great stupa where 1/8 of the Buddha's relics are enshrined. So now let's watch that video as well.
Ruwanvali Mahasaya. Ruwanvali Mahasaya is a stupa in Anuradhapura, Sri Lanka, considered a marvel for its architectural qualities and sacred to many Buddhists all over the world. Ruwanvali Mahasaya was built by the great king Dutugemunu. The Chaitya was built in a place where there was a Telungu tree. There was a goddess in this tree named Swarnamali. The goddess only let the king build the Chaitya if it was named Swarnamali. King agreed and he named the Chaitya as Swarnamali Chaitya, as promised to the goddess. The king passed away before the Chaitya was finished. His younger brother King Saddhatisa, who completed the Chaitya, and it is called Mahatupa or Swarnamali Chaitya. Swarnamali Chaitya contains the largest collection of relics, 1 drona of Gautama Supreme Buddha. There is a large crystal at the pinnacle of the Chaitya that represents the ultimate Buddhist goal of enlightenment. In the Swarnamali Chaitya, there are gems, gold, and golden Buddha statues. Today when we go to Anuradhapura, we should visit, worship, and venerate the Ruwanvali Mahasaya, also called the Swarnamali Chaitya, built by the king Dutugemunu. We gain merit by seeing and worshipping all the monuments that were built in the name of the Supreme Buddha, and filling our minds with the Dhamma. Namo Buddhaya.
Now, there's a message from daughter Kylie. Daughter Kylie. Kylie daughter and Kyle Puta were the first 2 kids who sent us an email to Mirror of Dhamma program. They were the one who shared their good deeds with us. So, till now they have been doing this good deed of sharing their wonderful things they do in life. So, we gave some homework. In the last week program, we assigned you all some work to do that was to bless your grandparents, bless your relatives, call your relatives and chant Paritta and bless them. So, these children, Kyle and Kylie, have blessed their grandparents in this way. Yesterday we talked with Archie and Sia who live in Sri Lanka. We chanted Mora Pirit and Angulimala Pirit and blessed them both. Last week we have offered Heel Dana to Mahasangha for continuous 7 days. During these 7 days we observed 10 precepts too. Golden children. For this meritorious deed, we involved our grandparents who are in Sri Lanka too. Each day, Amma called Archie and Sia in the morning and asked for the recipes. Then Amma prepared the food as per Archie and Sia's good, yummy recipes. This is how we involved our grandparents for the 7-day Heel Dana Pinkama. Very good. May everyone rejoice in this wonderful merit. May all Savin Masters realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. So Kyle and Kylie daughter, they have shared their good deeds in this way. They have observed 10 precepts for 7 days and offered dana continuously for 7 days. So Kyle Putta has done a wonderful presentation about generosity, about the 6 divine worlds, and then about the 10 wholesome and unwholesome actions with the results as well. So let's watch this presentation. So this video was edited by Dinu Dhamputta and the voiceover was done by Dinu Dhamputta. Dinu Dhamputta lives in Toronto. So let's watch that video as well.
Namo Buddhaya. 6 heavenly worlds. Chatun Maharajika. Chatun Maharajika are ruled by the 4 great kings. A single day and night is equivalent to 50 human years. The lifespan of those deities is 500 celestial years. Tavatimsa. Tavatimsa is ruled by the god Sakka. A single day and night is equivalent to 100 human years. For deities residing in Tavatimsa, the lifespan of those deities is 1,000 celestial years. Yama. Yama is ruled by the god Suyama. A single day and night is equivalent to 200 human years. For deities residing in Yama, the lifespan of those deities is 2,000 celestial years. Tusita. Tusita is ruled by god Sun Tusita. A single day and night is equivalent to 400 human years. For deities residing in Tusita, the lifespan of those deities is 4,000 celestial years. Nimmanarati. Nimmanarati is ruled by the god Sunimita. A single day and night is equivalent to 800 human years. For deities residing in Nimmanarati, the lifespan of those deities is 8,000 celestial years. Paranimmita Vasavati. Paranimmita Vasavati is ruled by the god Vasavati. A single day and night is equivalent to 1,600 human years for deities residing in Paranimmita Vasavati. The lifespan of those deities is 16,000 celestial years. Benefits you will receive by practicing generosity. Lifespan. Complexion, happiness, strength, ability to think wisely. Practice generosity with following qualities and receive 5 additional benefits. He gives in faith of Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Benefit: you will become beautiful. He gives in a timely manner. Benefit: you will receive things in a timely manner. He gives respectfully. Benefit: everyone will respect you. He gives without expecting anything in return and doesn't regret after giving. Benefit: you will be able to enjoy your wealth. He gives without harming or pressuring others. Benefit: nothing can destroy your wealth. Three actions: physical actions, verbal actions, mental actions. Physical actions: killing living beings. Result of this bad action: you have a short lifespan. Stealing. Result of this bad action: you will be poor and your wealth will be gone. Sexual misconduct. Result of this bad action: she or he will cheat on you and you'll have an unsuccessful marriage life. Verbal actions. Telling lies. Result of this bad action: you will get accused something you haven't done. Gossiping. Result of this bad action: no one will believe you. Harsh words. Result of this bad action: people will say harsh words to you. Divisive words. Result of this bad action: you will not have any friends. Mental actions. Hatred. Result of this bad action in this life. You will become ugly. You will not be able to sleep. You will lose your wealth. You will not be successful in this life. You will not have friends. Result of this bad action in the next life. You will become ugly. Covetousness. Result of this bad action. You will become poor. Wrong views. Result of this bad action. You will be born in a bad destination. Namo Buddhaya.
Now, the next email was sent by Savi Haputantri. He is 8 years old. I wrote good about my brother Sasan and drew this picture. Aya is my best friend and I want to share his good deeds with Bante and all other Dhamma friends. A drawing is attached. Where is the drawing? The Shraddha TV uncles will show while I am reading this to you. He is really nice to everyone. He helps my Amma and Tata in house chores. He loves learning Dhamma. He treats me nice and makes me laugh. He takes care of our grandparents. He loves to give dana to the monks. So on every year he celebrates his birthday by giving alms to the monks in Mahamevana Buddhist Monastery. Savi Haputantri, Mahamevana, Melbourne. Savi and Sasan. So Savi Puta Saya is Sasan. So you are fortunate to have a good sibling. So Savi Puta's merit. And then there's another email. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to Loku Swamin Wahanse. Garu Swamin Wahanse, my name is Inuka. Today I will share some good deeds. When I and my family sleep, I always worship my parents and my sister too. This is something special. He worships his sister. If you all have elder siblings, worship them, children. And today me and my sister and my mother offered a pahana, pen and gilampasa to Budurajanan Wahanse and Sariputta Maharatan Wahanse. Very good. So these are the good deeds that me and my parents and siblings have done. Here what I have learned from Saddasila Swamin Wahanse's Dhamma Sermon. If you want your life to be successful, then you should have these blessings. Blessings of our parents, blessings of your teachers, blessings of Mahasangha, blessings of gods, divine beings, and also blessings from a Kalyanamitta. So he has said blessings of your chief. It could be the mind. Blessings of the chief might be the mind. So he has shared these good deeds with us. So may Inukaputa be well and happy, have happiness. And may he realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And next, children, Kiana daughter has lost her second tooth. And let's see what she has done with the second tooth. And let's watch what she has done with the second tooth now.
Namo Buddhaya, my dear Dhamma friends. Remember the last video? I lost my tooth. Look at the rest of the tooth in my hand. I'm going to bury this in the soil. One day, my whole body will be buried in the ground like this. One day, it will belong to the earth. Nothing belongs to me. When people scold at us, when people get angry at us, we shouldn't fight with each other. We shouldn't quarrel. This body isn't permanent. This body changes very fast. It's like a dewdrop on an edge of a glass blade. People who know this factor will try to understand this body and will not get attached. We can understand this factor by learning the Supreme Buddha's teachings. Everyone Sarnai Namo Buddhaya, it's me, Kiana the Hamsa.
Now, there is another video to watch. I have made a video on Dhammapada from Dandavagga. I had a feeling if I made a video like this, I could pass on Supreme Buddha's words to other young kids. Very good, Puta. My Mali helped me with the voiceover and Dinuaya provided me with the music. Very good. I would like to keep making videos for Dhammapada. Bante, please have a look at and let me know if this is good and if anything is needed to change. There's nothing to change. Now you all can see what Sasanputta has done. Sasanputta is Saviputa's ayah. Very good, Sasanputta. So let's watch this video now.
Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One.
Dhammapada, Dhammapada.
Our Lord Buddha said, all beings tremble at violence, all beings fear death. Putting yourself in the place of another, do not kill or influence others to kill. Namo Buddhaya.
For today, there's one more video remaining. That is Linesha daughter's and her sister's video about the 9 qualities of the Supreme Buddha. Both of them, they tell the Buddha's qualities. So let's watch that video and conclude the sharing of good deeds for today.
Namo Buddhaya, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the sublime qualities of the Supreme Buddha. The arising of the Buddha is an extremely rare happening in the world. The Buddha does not appear frequently because the enormous amounts of merit and the other conditions that must be fulfilled to be a Buddha cannot be met within a short period of time. However, in his great wisdom and compassion, the Supreme Buddha has taught 9 sublime qualities of a Buddha for gods and humans to contemplate as a subject of meditation and to recite when paying homage.
Arham. Arham is the first quality that the Buddha taught us so we could identify who the Buddha is. The Buddha completely eradicated desire, hatred and delusion for good, and when he became an Arahant, he is free from defilements like anger, pride, jealousy and the like. Therefore, he is an extremely pure mind that is not affected by anything that arouses the mind. Also, the Buddha is called Arham because he has purified his body, speech and mind. His sense faculties, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind, are well restrained since he has tamed them forever.
Samma Sambuddho. The second quality, Samma Sambuddho, implies the meaning of self-attainment. The Buddha realized the noble truth of suffering, the noble truth of cause of suffering, the noble truth of the end of suffering, and the noble truth of the way leading to the end of suffering. For that reason, the Supreme Buddha is designated as Samma Sambuddho.
Vidyacharana Sampanno. The quality Vidyacharana Sampanno is of 2 aspects. One is Vidya, which means vision or knowledge. Basically, the Supreme Buddha has threefold knowledge called Theravada in Pali language. The first is the knowledge of recollecting the past lives of the Buddha himself and of others. The second is the knowledge of being able to see beings passing away and reappearing. The third is the knowledge of destruction of taints and defilements.
The Supreme Buddha has psychic powers like traveling in the air like birds, diving in and out of the earth as though it was water, walking on water without thinking as though it was earth, touching, stroking the sun and moon, going unhindered through a wall or a mountain as though it was space, and so on.
The Supreme Buddha had the following abilities. He could hear both kinds of sounds, the divine and the human, those that are far as well as near. He could read the minds of other beings and other persons. He could see with his divine eye anything and any living being. He could understand whether beings can realize Dhamma or not, and in which way they are made to realize the Dhamma. The second aspect of this quality is charana, which means good conduct.
Fourth quality, sugato, means the path the Supreme Buddha followed is an extremely pleasant, good and excellent. The path is the Noble Eightfold Path, which is the one and only way that leads to Nibbana, the freedom of suffering.
Lokavidu. The term Lokavidu is applied to the Supreme Buddha as the one with sharp and perfect knowledge of the world. There were no secrets about any world for him. But the Supreme Buddha, with his divine eye, saw that there are many more worlds and thousands of world systems and beings living there.
Anuttara Purisa Dhammasarati. Anuttara Purisa Dhammasarati means the incomparable leader of the men to be tamed. The Supreme Buddha tamed not only humans, but also gods, Brahmas, ferocious demons and animals. He tamed beings without using any weapons, but instead with his great wisdom and compassion. Sometimes he tames beings by means of his psychic powers. Not only did he tame humans and heavenly beings, but he also showed them the way to the liberation from suffering.
Satta Deva Manusanan. The seventh quality, Satta Deva Manusanan, means that the Supreme Buddha is the teacher of gods and humans. He was a universal teacher. He was such a great teacher that he could give the real solution to any problem of gods and humans. The Supreme Buddha was a unique teacher who was concerned not only about the worldly well-being, but also about the spiritual well-being of gods and humans.
Buddha. The Supreme Buddha is named Buddha because he taught the Dhamma that he realized to others so that they too could realize it. He preached the Dhamma very pleasantly and very clearly with different words, different meanings and diverse techniques suited to the different mentalities of gods and human beings.
Bhagawa. The ninth quality, Bhagawa, means the fortunate one. He was fortunate to have an extremely pure heart devoid of defilements, and he was fortunate enough to understand the Four Noble Truths without any advice or guidance. Also, the Supreme Buddha was fortunate to have an unlimited knowledge and a great wisdom, as well as the deepest concentration. Furthermore, he is the most fortunate among the mankind for being endowed with supernormal powers and an exquisitely beautiful body that consists of 32 special marks. Briefly, the Supreme Buddha was fortunate to have a pure heart which contained all the supreme qualities and superhuman abilities.
Namo Buddhaya!
So that's for today's program, sharing good deeds. So if you have done any good deeds, if you like to share your good deeds with us, write to us, and may you have the opportunity to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, now we have to share merit with all the people who have helped to sponsor for this program. Today's program is sponsored by Rupi Pereira, Upasika. So she has done this sponsoring for this Mirror of Dhamma program to bless their family members. So first of all, let us share merit with all the gods, and may all the gods rejoice in this merit, helping to propagate the Dhamma. May all the gods rejoice in this merit, and may all the gods protect this family, protect this world, and may all the gods realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And then may all the departed relatives of Rupi Perera Upasika and may all the departed relatives of all of us rejoice in this rare merit of propagating Dhamma, helping to propagate Dhamma to the whole world in a language that a lot of people can understand. So may all the departed relatives rejoice in this merit, and may they escape from suffering, and may they have happiness, and may they escape from suffering as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And may our teacher Loku Swamin Wahanse and all the monks and nuns of Mahamena Buddhist monasteries and all over the world rejoice in this merit, and may all the monks and nuns, including our Loku Swamin Wahanse, be well and happy, have happiness, have long life, and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And then the main purpose of sponsoring for this program is Rupi Perera Upasika would like to bless her husband Mahen, who had his birthday in June 4th, and then eldest daughter had her birthday in June 14th, and youngest daughter had her birthday in June 20th, and sister going to have her birthday in August 12th. So let us bless all those four family members, and may they be well and happy, may they have happiness, may they have well-being, and may all their good thoughts come true, and may they realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And may all the monthly donors of Shraddha TV rejoice in this merit, who help in many ways to protect the Shraddha TV and helping Shraddha TV to propagate Dhamma in many languages. So may all those donors rejoice in this merit, and may they also realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So that's for the today's program. So we have shared merit, we have completed the program. Hope to meet you again with your good deeds, and may you have a wonderful week learning Dhamma and meditating. So throughout this week until we meet on next Saturday, let's meditate at least half an hour every day, and that will help you to realize the Four Noble Truths, and that will help you to become real disciples of the Supreme Buddha. And also you will not waste this precious human life that you have received as a rare opportunity. So may you have the opportunity to meditate every day at least half an hour and gain the ultimate protection in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Hope to meet you on next Saturday. Theravada Saranai.
මෙවැනි වටිනා ධර්ම දේශනා නැරඹීමට ශ්‍රද්ධා YouTube චැනලය සබස්ක්‍රයිබ් කර සීනුව ලකුණ ඔබන්න.